Hey guys, this is Emmanuel, your emotion code, body code practitioner out here in Las Vegas, Nevada. Just want to do a quick video for you guys. I just came back from the Ultimate Health, Wealth, and Relationship Retreat that went on from April 26th to the 28th here in 2018. How many of you guys enjoyed that? And I was just having a blast. I was meeting a lot of, just clients, a lot of practitioners that are doing amazing things, and it was just great to associate with everybody. So if I didn't get to meet you there, shame on me next time. But I definitely wanted to give thanks and gratitude for the energy that was in that room. I mean, it was absolutely amazing. And I wanted to give you guys, this is something that a video that you guys can use, practitioners can use, or clients can use, and you guys can send this to your friends to do what? To convince them to show up to that event. So if you got this video, someone loves you enough and sent this video to you because you probably made some pretty valid excuse, perhaps, and we're going to see what the valid or invalid, well, we'll find out. But we're going to find out, why is it you couldn't come, and, kind of analyze it, because I want to tell you 5 reasons why you should go. And I'm just gonna be very honest with you, you really missed out. And but I don't want to give anyone a guilt trip, but if you get a guilt trip, then you can release guilt as a trapped emotion. But I wanted to help you guys out. Here's 5 different things. Number 1, if you guys have a pen with you, maybe you can write this down. Number 1 is people don't buy products, people buy you. So this is something that I learned from a very, very successful person in the insurance industry. And they basically say, he said that people don't buy products, people buy you. And what's really interesting is that, you don't, when you come into the emotion code world, it's just really obvious. Your confidence is not that great. You're wondering is this going to work? And then there's other levels of it. Is muscle testing going to work? What if we get no results? And that's on the other person's side. What if there's a question that I should have asked the subconscious mind that would have probably unlocked their health, but I just didn't know the question because I was just new? What if I can just do the emotion code, but they really needed a body code session? There's so many different factors where you can kind of fall into a small pit and wonder, is this really for you? And what's really missing is that belief that, for example, when we were trying to, walk as a child, we probably, as parents, if you have children, probably didn't say, every time you kept falling down on the ground, you should probably stop trying to walk. No, you just fell and fell and fell and fell and fell. And that child just kept falling until what? One day they just started walking. Oh my gosh, I knew the whole time that you were going to learn how to walk. And it's interesting that that's how it is with everything in life. And for some reason, we think it's different in the emotion code world, that, if you can't figure it out after 2 or 3 months, all of a sudden, maybe this isn't for me. It's really not the case. It's like if you have the mentality of a baby that wouldn't give up to walk, you would become a very successful practitioner if you had that mentality. And so the reality is you want to associate with people that have what you want. And I think most of my life, I really didn't do that. So I associated with people that had the same problems that I had, because we can all just give each other a knuckle high five and just say, hey, you're broke. Hey, I'm broke. Hey, great. So, hey, you're having problems. Hey, I have problems. Hey, you have relationship issues. Hey, we both have relationship issues. And then it feels very comfortable. The problem is that success is outside of your comfort zone. So if you went outside of that little party you have with unsuccessful people, there's people out there that have what you want. And if you rub shoulders with them long enough, it's only time before someone says, hey, you remind me of this other practitioner. You know what? That's a technique another practitioner did, and little by little, you're becoming a successful practitioner. You won't even know when it hits you. You'll just keep working and working and working and failing and winning and failing and winning. And all of a sudden you'll be like, you know what? This guy's a pretty good practitioner. And you'll even forget that, you've been through a process, And so number 1 is people buy you. People don't buy products. And what you have to have is this thing called belief. And that's the number 1 reason why you want to go to this event. The Ultimate Health, Wealth, and Relationship Retreat is for belief, to meet Dr. Bradley Nelson, meet the staff, meet the people that are helping you out in the field, meet practitioners that are failing, that are not doing so well, but they go there because they want to improve. And then literally sometimes over the weekend, they have huge breakthroughs. Why not you? And so that's the number 1 reason, is if you want to really give this thing a try, you need to go to the event, just because you'll buy belief, and belief is priceless. To have belief in yourself is priceless. The second thing, so the first one is people buy you. That's number 1. Number 2 is there's no such thing. You guys ready for this? There's no such thing as a good time to go. So let me just tell you this. When I first became a practitioner, there's many different ways to go in. You can pay the full $1,000 investment, whatever it is, or you can just pay as you go. And me, even I was going through a financial rough time at a job that I really wanted to grow out of. And the thing is I realized I'm like, I can't afford the whole certification. So I paid just a little portion of it. Even in the body code, I remember even just paying a little portion of it just because I was getting out of debt. What would that be called? Not a good time to invest. But the reality is the return on it has been so huge that it's been totally worth it. But the reality is it really wasn't a good time. Here's another thing. We were at the Hilton Las Vegas Resort, and I was there with Andrea and my wife. And what's interesting is I was in this restaurant, and all of a sudden I had to confess something to her. You're not going to believe this, but basically I was there and I basically said, you know what? I got fired from my job literally a day before I went to that retreat. So the reality is there's some memories with that restaurant, that Mexican restaurant down there, is that I had to confess that I didn't have a job and that I need to really, really ramp up the emotion code business. Some people would say, well, no, Emmanuel, you want to go back to a job, obviously, to stay afloat. No, I did. I was looking for some jobs. But actually, at the end of the day, I just really pushed hard on meeting new people and talking to people. And it was only time before I could go full time. It was really short time where I went full time. And I'm not saying that everyone has to go through that route. But the point is that it was not a good time. It was not a good time to go to the conference. I barely made the funds to do it. It's just like I said, we had kids. It's just all this stuff. It's like there's going to be obstacles. But I just want to let you know, even when some people come up to me and say, "Hey, Manuel, I'm going on vacation. Is this a good time to heal?" I'm like, "Yes, it's a great time to heal because you're by yourself and you're taking care of yourself." Yeah, but Emmanuel, you know what? Another person, hey, I'm having a really bad day, and all these bad things happen. Is this a good time to heal, or should I kind of wait till I get out of the mud? No, this is a perfect time to heal while you're in the mud. So whenever anyone asks me a question like, is this a good time to heal? I always say most definitely yes. We needed to heal yesterday. That's why we were probably in the predicament, is because you probably didn't heal. And if you're having a good time, you could have a better time if you heal. So in any case, there's no real excuse to not heal. But I'm just going to give you guys a heads up. There's never a good time. It just doesn't happen. Think about it when you had a child. You weren't like, okay, let's just plan this out. Okay, so we have the house. 99% of us were just like, oh my gosh, we have a child, it's coming. Now what do we do? That's just the way it is. And guess what? We all thought we were going to go into some serious problems, but we figured it out. We somehow figured it out. So number 2 is just, you got to keep telling yourself, there's no such thing as a good time. Should I invest? No, it's not a good time. There's never going to be a good time. A month from now, 6 months from now, there's never going to be a time. You're going to have to take some calculated risks to move forward in life. I didn't say risk. I said calculated risks to move forward in life. And I'm telling you, becoming a practitioner or going to this event has a very, very strong return on investment. That's number 2. Number 3 is association. I met a lot of great people there. And here's a great thing to do is to build that network. Give someone a business card, give them some, give your information. Why? Well, because sometimes, when you're working with someone, you may hit a block with something, and then you might say, you know what? And some clients might be watching this. I've maybe referred you to someone who said, you know what, he specializes in this or he specializes in that. And they just had a quick little breakthrough and they came back to me and I kept working with them. You want to have that network of people. There's a woman that I met at a table that she specifically works with children with autism. And I may at one point refer one of my clients to her. Why? Because that's what she does, And so, like I said, it's good for networking with people. And you never know. You might want a practitioner like myself or someone else to work on you. I've had, let's see, out of the 45 or 50 people that have come from our practice, Coding Alternative, they were all clients and they became practitioners. I worked with them before they became practitioners. So people that are future practitioners, you may want to look into becoming a product of the product before you, instead of just starting the race as a practitioner, you can start with muscles. You're toned. You've been working out, and what I mean by that is energetically you've been working out, and you're gonna sprint in the starting line instead of slowly walk. And there's a big difference. If someone, for example, worked on their wealth with another practitioner, and you met somebody at the convention at this event, and they're working on your wealth, When you do become a practitioner, guess what's going to happen to you? Your wealth is going to accumulate way faster. Or what if you're like, oh, I'm kind of shy, blah, blah. You may want to work on a body code alignment session where you're not shy anymore. At the event, have someone work with you. And then when you come out of there and you get certified, you're not shy anymore, so you have more contacts to work with. So that's number 3 is association is really important. To know other practitioners, to be able to either refer to them or have them work on you. That's number 3. You can't get that type of interaction unless you're at the event. That's number 3. Number 4 is I learned new tricks. For example, Josh Nelson was talking about the heart chakra and how to reset it for people to help them in processing. I know in the first convention I learned, I process easily, peacefully, and effectively. I do that for some clients so that way they can they can basically process easier, have a better time processing the healing part after the healing session. But then he added on top of that, said, I like to reset people's heart chakra and just help them out to process as well. So now I'm going to apply that to my thing. So you'll always learn something new. This is my second time going, and I learned literally over 30 to 40 new powerful things. And I'm like, I didn't hear it last time, or it's something new that they added, or something new that they've been working on. And so I want to implement them right away. So that's one thing. For example, jet lag. Some of you guys, I know some 2 brothers, Tong and Pei, they came from Beijing. One of the things that they probably are going to deal with is jet lag. But around either the second day or first day, it was Josh Nelson who was talking about how to get rid of jet lag. So your excuse could have been like, well, if I go to this, I'm in Australia, if I go all the way to Las Vegas, I'm going to have serious jet lag. They would have taught you how to reset your inner timer to be able to handle the going back to Australia. But if you didn't go to the convention, you wouldn't have known that. You wouldn't have experienced that. It would have been kind of a cool testimonial too, to come back to Australia and then use that method, and then obviously not have that jet lag issue. So like I said, there's a lot of tips in there that you won't see anywhere else over there. And so you'll always learn something new, even if it's your second time. There's a lot of practitioners that I look up to, and for whatever reason they weren't there. I wish they were there. I wish, I want to go every single time. I don't care. You can count on me that I'm gonna be there no matter what until I die. I'm gonna show up. Just why? Because I want all these things that I'm talking about right now. Increasing belief. I want to also let myself know that that there is not a good time for me to go there, but I'm gonna go anyway. I could have said in my mind, I would rather meet with clients for the next 3 days. Instead, I decided to learn to become more productive to clients. The other ones, I want to associate with more people, get more, send out more referrals. I want to learn more more tips when I go there. And here's the 5th one, and this is the last thing I want to share with you guys. Go ahead and I want you to write down. Well, I don't know if you can see this, but I want you guys to write down you see these people here, like kind of like stick figures. Then this is a book. This is a terrible. This is what that does not look like a book at all. But go ahead and put a book there, an eye, like an eyeball, and then like an ear. It looks like a 6, but it's an ear. Okay. So I want you to draw those 4 out. And the reality is you might have people that are clients that want to become practitioners. They want to sign up with you because you're an affiliate with Discover Healing, because you can become an affiliate with Discover Healing. And, you might have some clients who want to become practitioners. You can send them a personal link and you can actually get compensated for it. And there's a lot of people that are on the fence. Should I go? Should I not go? Should I become a practitioner? Should I not go? This would be one of those events where you have them go and they get very, very serious. They might buy the body code system when they only wanted to buy the emotion code or whatever. The reason why I wrote these people here is that once people go through the system of meeting the people you've met, read what you've read, seen what you've seen, and heard what they heard. I'll say this again. When people have gone through this system of meeting the people you've met, read the things that you've read, seen what you've seen, and heard what you've heard, then people are more awake to the idea of something. And a lot of us are being very, very impatient where I don't know why this person doesn't get it. I don't know why this client won't get more sessions. Or I don't know why this client said he was going to become a practitioner, but at the end he doesn't want to do it. He hasn't pulled the trigger. Well, all those things are because of they haven't met the people you've met, read what you've read, seen what you've seen, heard what you've heard. If they've done all those 4 things, trust me, they would be in the same position. You have to understand, how fast did it take you to look into the emotion code and become certified? I picked up the book And I put it back in the library. 3 months later, I picked it up again. I was like, meh. Then I put it back in the library. Then I said, maybe I should get certified. And I literally got certified on a whim. You see me now excited and jacked, but I was kind of like, meh, let's see if I get certified. You can't work with people long distance. I'm going to prove to Dr. Brad you can't work with people long distance. And I did it, and I got certified. Then my heart wall was cleared. And then I really got excited about what I was doing. So again, it's if someone was patient with your process, why not be patient with others? And I think maybe that'll help you. For those of you who are helping clients become practitioners all the time, or you're a client and you're wondering whether this is for you or not, just know we're patient. Look, just go through these 4 things: meet the people, read, see, and hear. And it takes time, and you'll know whether this is something for you or not. And so hopefully you guys enjoyed this. There are 5 reasons why you should have gone to the convention, and hopefully this helps someone. You can pass this to your friend who doesn't want to go, or your client who's thinking about becoming a practitioner, or a practitioner who's just in the emotion code realm but hasn't gone to the body code. The convention will help you kind of really make that decision that you need to make. And so with that, hopefully you guys enjoyed this. I love you guys. Thank you so much. If you comment below what was your greatest tip that you learned from your convention, go ahead and comment below. And I'd love to get your feedback on that. Also, let me know if we met at the convention. I'd love to, you can do a little shout out down there. And yeah, I'd love to catch up with you guys soon. I will be making a video tomorrow, and hopefully you guys enjoy this. Take care. Bye-bye.